Good morning and welcome to the Solid Signal podcast for the week of July 28th, 2014. This week I want to talk to you about a particular new product we've picked up at Solid Signal, and while I don't normally like to do this kind of sales stuff, I think it's really super neat. And I want to tell you guys about it because on the face of it, it's going to be a little bit of a tough sell, but when you understand what you really get, it's going to seem like a great value for the money. Most of you know that Solid Signal does sell cellular boosters. In other words, things that will help you get a good signal inside your house if you've got a fair to middling signal outside. Now, we've got a new cellular booster coming out, and this is one of the few times we've been able to roll out a line like this. Usually, changes to this kind of thing are few and far between. Even when the FCC rolled out their new rules at the end of the spring 2014, we were still really talking about updates, continuations to existing products. This is a whole new product line for us, and I'm extremely excited about it. The manufacturer is Cel-Fi, C-E-L-F-I, and if you search for that at solidsignal.com, you'll find the two products that they offer. One is designed for AT&T users, one for T-Mobile users. And these are cellular boosters unlike any others. In most cases, cellular boosters are designed to cover all voice carriers equally, which is great because you never know if a friend's going to come over and he's got a different carrier than you, and then you're able to take care of him. Great, but these are very specific, AT&T only or T-Mobile only. Why bother with this? The answer is simple. First of all, these are the only 100 dB boosters that we sell. Now, we've got a 75 dB, we've got a 65 dB. We're talking about 100 dB, which is not just 25 more dB, which was maybe 33% more than a 75 dB booster. That's not how dBs work. 30 more dB of boost equals 1,000 times more powerful. This is the most powerful booster you're going to get for home. And the way they can do that is by limiting it to a single carrier. 100 dB boost is massive. That's more than enough to take a poor signal and turn it into an awesome signal. Here's what's even cooler. There's no wired connection between the receiving antenna and the booster itself. And most devices, you got to put the antenna on a wire up on the roof. This one, you just put it by the window and it communicates wirelessly with the booster. The booster can be anywhere else in the home. In fact, it works best if it's 25 feet or more away from the antenna. Put one in the window, put the other one anywhere, just works. It's just so easy. Now, the other side of this puzzle is ... The bottom line is this is not a $199 booster. It's quite a bit more expensive than that, although it's less expensive than other manufacturers' 70 and 75 dB boosters. And I can't stress this enough. This is 100 dB. In other words, if it's only 30 dB more powerful than the competition, that's 1,000 times more powerful. Incredible stuff. I know you don't come to the Solid Signal podcast for a shill job. I know you're not interested in being advertised to. But, I'm so excited about one of these products. I put it into my home, and the difference was just simply amazing. And when I geek out over something, I want you guys to geek out about it. If you look, we're going to have a full review at the Solid Signal blog in the next couple of days on this, and we're going to be talking about it more in the coming months. If you are looking for a solution for AT&T or for T-Mobile, this is something you owe it to yourself to look at. No, not the cheapest thing in the world, but if it lets you turn off a $60 a month landline, it's going to pay for itself real quick. Anyway, a bit of other business here at the Solid Signal podcast. We've deliberately opened ourselves up to competition. Now, our podcast is usually 5 to 7 minutes long, and it's pretty focused on the kind of things that we offer at Solid Signal. But we've got a new podcast in town. We're talking about Boston comedian Ken Reed's TV Guidance Counselor podcast. It's about an hour long, and it's a lot more of the traditional podcast format. If you love old TV shows, I want you to listen to it. Go to the Solid Signal blog, find the link that says podcasts. It's sort of in the top center, and you'll find it there. It's going to be a new feature every week. Really looking forward to it. I should mention also that we've got a whole bunch of new guest bloggers who are going to be starting. We've tried a couple of them, and one of them is our very own Signal Pro Sarah, who is fantastic, I gotta say. She has just knocked it right out of the park with her first couple of articles in her Tech Chick column, which is a lot harder to say than you think it is, and it took a couple of tries. And here's something exciting. Our next guest blogger could be you. If you've ever found that you wanted to write blog articles, but you didn't really want to go through all the problem of setting up your own blog, why not blog for Solid Signal? The Solid Signal blog is looking for guest bloggers, people who are interested in talking on any technology-related subject and doesn't necessarily have to apply directly to the things that are sold at Solid Signal. If you're interested, scroll all the way to bottom at the Solid Signal blog, blog.solidsignal.com, and click on the Contact Us link. That'll send an email to me, and I'll be in contact with you. Until then, have a great week.